Hey everybody, Patrick from closR here again, making this video to explain to you guys how to utilize the platform in terms of the listing agent side. So just going through this flow chart again really quickly, the types of leads you'll have if you want to represent listings are either seller or landlords, as you can see here. And once instead of signing an agency agreement like we did in a buyer's agent side, on the lead side, in order to get them to become your client, we sign a listing agreement over here. So once you have sellers and landlords willing to sign that, the next stage is essentially prospecting. So through your marketing channels or however you guys choose, people will reach out to you, maybe through open houses or anyway. And we call those prospects. Difference between a lead and a prospect is essentially a prospect knows exactly what they're looking for. Let's say your listing is for a one bedroom apartment in Astoria for $2,000. So the prospect is reaching out to you about that. So obviously they want that, particular their interests lie within that sort of listing. So what's cool about being on the listing agent side is once you have prospects, you're going to be able to do showings, but prospects can also be dead as well. Let's say they don't qualify or they don't like it. You can reach this dead point maybe after you show or even before you show as well. And hopefully, once you show it enough, you'll match and close. The neat thing about being on the listing agent side is once you have one listing, let's say, for example, 10 people came to your open house, only one person's going to get the house. But there are nine other people that have an opportunity. Let's say of the nine people, six of them already have agents. So essentially, you have three potentials that you can, even though they didn't get your property, you can convert them as leads and hopefully be able to work them on the buyer's agent side. So that's a little neat thing about being on a listing agent side. So let's just go through really quickly how you utilize the portal if you had a sale or a rental that you're working on. So let's say in this situation, you're going to be able to add sales leads the same way you add renter's lead. We're going to be able to add the owner's name, whether it's a hot or cold lead, enter the property address, the county where it's in, and then again, choose the neighborhood. Once you select the county, enter the zip code. If there is a original listing URL, you're going to be able to enter it here, the property price, what type of property it is, the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, if they allow pets, if you have amenities in here, that we'll all be able to add. So you're going to be able to do that manually, or again, you're going to be able to do what we call a bulk import. So in this case, I have the Excel template we're going to be able to download. We have a sample for you right over here where you can see you're going to be able to enter, the lead type, the first name, last name, phone number, email, property address, county, and zip code. And as you can see, again, we purposely left some sections blank because sometimes in a lead, you don't have that information. So let's go ahead and drag and drop that and upload. So as you can see, all of our leads came over here. So let's take this situation where we're working with Kobe Bryant. Okay, so let's say for this situation, let's say Kobe, this is his phone number, his email. Let's say it's in, you know, Bed-Stuy, and the Bed-Stuy, yeah, the Bed-Stuy could 11221. So this is zip code. Let's say the property is 1.5 million, where it's a multifamily for 3+ bedrooms, or let's say it's like a, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Okay, let's say yes, they allow pets. And then you can have, whether or not it has amenities. So let's update this lead over here. And, let's say now Kobe wants to work with us. Great. So we can make a note of that. Listing agreement sent. You can make any notes you want as well, and they're all date and time stamped. If he wants to work with you, essentially you send over the listing agreement, and if he signs, what we do is we hit the sign button over here. Once you do that, the portal's gonna prompt you that, hey, this is no longer gonna be a lead. You're actually gonna be representing them within the listing agent portal. Once you hit that confirm, again, it's going to have the information that you populated over here. We're going to be able to hit convert to sales listing. And now they appear in your listing agent tab as a sale. So let's do 55 Lakers Way over here. And as you can see, this appears as sales listing. So what's the next step? So once you have prospects or open houses, you're going to do what we call prospect login here. You're going to be able to manually add prospects depending on who came to your open house or who reached out to you. Let's say, for example, this case, it's a purple person came. All right, so let's say this is purple person's phone number. This is purple person's email. And let's say you're going to be able to attach purple person to an exact property. So let's say, for example, it's 55 Lakers Way. And let's say this person came to your open house. As you can see, you create them. They appear as a prospect log. And as you go into here, you're going to be able to add notes. Came to our open house today. Okay. As you follow up with this person, you're going to be able to gather more of this information over here, where let's say, okay, now that they don't have a pet. Now they're only moving with one person. And let's say Kobe's rich or purple person's rich. So let's say he wants to buy in cash and he has a max purchase price of, let's say, $5 million. Okay. So once you update it, again, all the information is going to be saved over here. And of course, when you have an open house, multiple people are going to become where you can add, everybody to this particular, property and link them to it. But let's just take this example of purple person over here. Let's say purple person loves 55 Lakers Way and they want to make an offer. So what we're going to do is, let's say they know wants to make an offer. Okay. And now we're going to hit this match button over here. So again, the match button brings this purple person right over here to the sales matches over here. And as you can see, now we're going to be able to see all of our deals, all of our sales deal and where they land. So let's say, for example, purple person makes an offer. You can send it to offer sent. Okay. Offer sent for 1 million, let's say. Okay. And let's say if it gets accepted, as you can see, once you change the status, it's auto date and timestamp, and it'll also update the stage over here where we can sort our deals by, what stage they're in, when it was last updated, their names, the listing you're particularly working on. But let's go to this purple person offer. Let's say now the offer is rejected, or let's say in this situation, purple person uh, is not the offer was rejected. Now we can hit this button rejected over here, and as you can see, it comes up as a like a pinkish rejected button, and we can put them as inactive. Okay, but now let's do another situation. Let's say we have but of course, as you could see, you could status them until they get to closed on the sale. If you hit confirm close, again, it's going to reflect the compensation on the dashboard. Okay, so let's go back to the same example over here. Let's say tomorrow we get 58 Lakers Way. Okay, let's say we have another active listing. Let's say the owner is Green Alien. Let's say this is his phone number. I spelled alien wrong. That's great. Let's say now this address is going to be 58 Lakers Way. Okay, so let's say, for example, you get the next door property. Well, I guess next door would be 57. Let's do 57 Lakers Way. Let's say it's the exact same property. It's in Brooklyn. It's in Bed-Stuy, 11221. And let's say it's now again the same property. Let's say now it's a $1.2 million property again, as the same as 55. So let's say it's a multifamily again with 3 beds. Is that what we put? 3 beds, 2 baths, or I think we put 4. But okay, let's say it's the same situation over here, and we add the sale listing. So let me just make sure we put the same exact thing. We put 1.5 million. Okay, so let's put this. Well, that's all right if it's 1.5 million. So what's going to happen is if we get this new listing tomorrow, we're going to be able to press this I button and do what we call as a prospect finder. Okay, And once you hit this find prospects, remember that purple person that came to the other listing. Now you're going to be able to see that the portal is going to pull anybody that would qualify to your new listing based on new criteria. As you could see, purple person's budget was 500,000, so now you're going to be able to select, when let's say you only want people you work with in the last 1 month, last 2 months, or let's say, and then as you could see, you could put this purple person and save them as a prospect. Once you save them as a prospect, they're going to appear in your prospect log section again. As you can see, purple person was updated to 57 Lakers Way. It's going to auto-populate. That happened as well. And let's say purple person likes this particular property. Okay, do you want to see the property? Let's say we scheduled. So let's say scheduled to view tomorrow at 1 p.m. Okay, so I can make a note of that. And as you could see, now your prospect logs can be stage would be updated to scheduled. And let's say purple person likes this property. So we hit match over here. And as you can see, now purple person again is a match for 57 Lakers Way instead of the 55. You can see they still are an inactive in returns of 55 Lakers Way, but as an active, they're right over here. And again, you could take them through the same life cycle of within a sale, right? Let me know if that makes sense or if you guys have any other questions in regards to how to use the listing agent portal, how to use the prospect finder and the prospect log section. All right. Thank you so much.